Welcome to Talk Clearlier, the podcast, starring Ciph Sounds and Will Sylvans, two comedians that butcher the English language on a regular basis. Have fun following along? It will be painful.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Talk Clearly. I'm Will Sylvans.
Oh, I'm Sean Patton.
You forgot who you were?
I did for a minute.
And
Yeah.
I'm Napoleon Emill.
Napoleon Emill, our guest today, and our co-host guest, Sean Patton. Real quick, let's run our social medias, Sean.
Oh, at Mr. Sean Patton on what's it, Instagram, and then Sean Patton comedian on TikTok.
Do you perform anywhere regularly?
Yeah, I perform at the Comedy Cellar regularly. I'm at the Stand, New York Comedy Club as well. I'm at shows around the city. Go to my website. Go to my website. There you go. I should have done that from the jump. MeSeanPatton.com. Got tour dates up.
Sean Patton's your website?
Yeah.
MeSeanPatton.com.
Yes.
Why don't did someone got Sean Patton?
Because someone had SeanPatton.com. Sean Patton, comedian at the time. At the time, I was in a headspace where I was like, I don't fucking like that you have to put your fucking title of what you do.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. And then Mr. Sean Patton, which is the same as my all my Instagram or my social media handles, was fucking taken. And then
by a porn star.
By a porn star. And then I forget to say this all the time. There's a website called IamSeanPatton.com. That is not me. I do not know who this fucking jerk off is, but it's a guy who gives stand-up comedy advice, but it's not me.
Not me. I was going to say the other ones you didn't say they're not you, but this one you
This is 100% not me. I've reached out to this site before and been like, who the fuck are you? Please take this down.
Does he got your image?
He's never responded to me.
You got a picture of you on his...
No, it doesn't have a picture of me. It doesn't have anything to actually do with me.
Have you ever tried to do like a sting where you try to get advice, like see how much he charges, see what the advice...
I should maybe do
comedy
that.
advice.
It's like I listen to this guy and my whole career just takes off.
I like how he said, I am Sean Patton is not me, but then his site is me, Sean Patton.
Me, Sean Patton.
Would you address him as you are Sean Patton?
I would address him as, or it's me from the future sending advice back, trying to communicate with myself. Probably not, but I wouldn't do it in such a fucking
Emil,
way.
your
at Napoleon Emill on most platforms. That's NapoleonEmill. That's on Instagram, Twitter.
Do you perform anywhere regularly?
Also on Venmo, Cash App.
You perform on Venmo and Cash App?
Yeah, all the time. I accept any generosity and tips for my performances through those apps. But no, I'm at the Cellar. You can see me at Brooklyn Comedy Club, New York Comedy Club, The Stand, all around the city. And
I'm Will Sylvans, WillSylvans.com, Will 1L Sylvans, SYLVINCE.com. You can find everything there. It's my social media where I'll be at, where I'm going to be, where I've been at, and where I'm going to be at, and where I'm at. You see, I said past, present, and future.
You did.
Where I've been at, where I'm at, and where I'm going to be at.
I'm proud of you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, you really rode the word at.
We were just talking about something that was crazy.
What's that?
Is that how, oh yeah, that's right, man. Quantum physics.
Sean, what were we talking about?
We were talking about
you talking about how Puerto Ricans
why Puerto Ricans are light skinned with curly hair.
Why are they allowed to say nigga?
Yeah, but because technically they're like ex-slaves, right?
Yeah, they come from like African blood.
African blood.
Yeah.
Right. They got a little
through the slave trade.
They got a little black root in them.
Yeah, but they be sometimes they like to create separation between black people.
They all the time, I think, most
That's
of the time.
hurtful.
Well, not all the time. Let me not say all the time. But I was curious to how African Americans do not look like Puerto Ricans or Dominicans or Cubans or who else?
Dominicans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans,
right?
Caribbeans, just.
But you said that because of Jim Crow. Because of Jim Crow.
Yeah, because of like segregation and stuff that stopped. Like it was illegal. You know what I'm saying? To like date. Like if you were black to date outside your race, and obviously it was like, you know.
But not in Puerto Rico.
If you were white, they would, you know, it was Also, now you're cast out, basically.
Not in Puerto Rico.
I guess not in Puerto Rico.
Why about Jamaica?
That's why. I mean, if you ever seen A Bronx Tale, it's a story about it's about how Puerto Rico was founded. That's not at all. I'm just making it up.
I know,
but it's a white guy dating a black woman.
An Italian and a black.
Yeah.
It made Puerto Rico.
I made Puerto Rico.
That's how you get Puerto Rican.
Actually,
am I that off?
Yeah.
That's yeah. I mean,
What?
well, you tell me. You're the host of the show.
I know. I don't know. I just thought, Spanish people they like to make love to their slaves.
Well, it's interesting when you ever been to Spain?
I wouldn't call it making love.
Yeah.
Raping their slaves. Damn.
Wape.
I can't talk.
I mean, dude, it's funny. If you ever go to like people from certain parts of Scandinavia, they switch the pronunciations of V's and W's. So if they were talking about like vaping, they would say waping, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's what are you saying?" Like, "Oh, I love to come to America I like to go to the vape store." You're like, "The what store?" Like, "Oh, vape store."
So they call
Indian
white
people
people
do that
white
too.
people.
White people or Victor. Yeah, Indian people do that.
Yeah, Indian people do that too, but I don't think they mean to do it. I think they just can't. It's just a mispronunciation.
Oh yeah, it's not on purpose. It's not like I'm gonna go fuck with people and switch. What you got on your phone? You looking up topics?
No, I wrote this idea down, but actually Max wrote it down. But I don't know what Madison Cawthorn is.
He's the congressman we were talking about,
Oh,
who's in the wheelchair and has had some weird.
you guys heard about that dude?
No.
I've seen clips.
There's this dude named Madison
Yeah.
Cawthorn, right?
Right.
No, we're gonna put it up on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been caught with.
Put it on the screen.
This screen as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I can look at this.
Go ahead, Max. He's been caught what?
So he came to Congress and he was like, you meet all these people you looked up to, these older politicians, and then they're all just doing coke and having orgies.
Right.
And then all this stuff has come out about how he wore lingerie, and then the more recent one was a video of him humping his friend's face, and it's just all he's saying that it's a goof and blackmail, but it's been pretty weird.
So he's been calling out people for doing coke
Yeah.
and partying, and they're saying these pictures suggest that he definitely does coke.
I don't know about coke, but that
What's going on here?
this is him
Saying
humping
he's
his
a
friend's face.
hypocrite.
Wow, that's just straight up.
This is like bro stuff, right?
Yeah, but
But this is assault. This is what people saying.
I don't know. It looks pretty. Is
that bare ass or is he wearing underwear?
no, that's
Bare ass.
bare white.
That's bare ass.
That's
Yeah.
plain. As much. First of all, Sean, you're white, and you watch porn. You should recognize white ass.
I don't. I mean, that's not the kind of porn I watch.
I didn't see the person on the bed. It looked like he just got up there and just started like humping.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what was happening.
I only watch softcore porn. Will.
Family porn.
Yeah, where when they make love, they're under the covers.
Like cinema.
I like to use my imagination.
and you can see a hint of nipple. You don't see the whole nipple.
Yeah, you don't need to see the whole nipple. Okay? If I want to see the whole nipple, I'll go back to my childhood memories when I was breastfeeding.
You just see boob profile,
Huh?
Just boob profile.
Yeah.
Remember when a movie came on HBO and it'll say may contain nude content.
NC-17?
No, it just say may contain violence and nude content. I'm like, new content.
Yeah.
And you watch this whole whack ass movie to see like an armpit
Titty.
or a man's ass, like a man's ass.
My little brother made a point to tell me that whenever he sees brief nudity is when it's usually a man's ass. If it says brief nudity, that means they want to show a man butt.
And if it's a female, what would they say?
There's just nothing.
Probably the same, but I think he said something he noticed. He was like, it's always a man's butt in brief nudity. I'm like,
He did a lot of research, huh?
yeah, he's observant.
They should just use like emojis. Like if you got like a half chub, brief nudity, Have like
just like
yeah, if it's all the way up, it's like full nudity and sex. If it's down, no nudity. You know, we'll get to. Don't worry, we'll get there as a country.
That's for PG movies. A soft flash.
Yeah. Wait, is Madison? Is he which side's he on? Like, what's?
He's a Republican.
He's
also
Republican.
the youngest.
No,
But he's a good-looking dude.
yeah, I don't know, it's all.
That has. Yeah.
It's all fun. I mean, yeah.
And he said, oh, what's the other thing he said about orgies?
Just that's what everyone. All the old people in Congress are all snorting coke and doing orgies, and they were all like, "No, we're not. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, he said that he was.
Somebody said you.
No, you
are.
missed the whole thing out. He said that he was a fan of these guys, these people, and then when he got to D.C., all they doing is orgies and cocaine. And they said, "No, we're not."
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant banging my friends' faces and.
He's like, I meant I was doing orgies.
Yeah.
Or maybe he actually went to one orgy and he thinks that's a representative.
See, but that gives me hope for the Republican Party.
What's that?
That they're all that when you see a fucking guy in lingerie at House of Yes looking parties.
No, that just kind of always.
like-
It's kind of always a thing. Just shows how much like they like.
How repressed they are. Yeah.
How much hypocrite they are.
Yeah. It sucks that I had to say which side he's on because it shouldn't be that fucking way. That's ridiculous.
I mean, that's. I mean, it is what it is.
I know, but it shouldn't. It's like I remember as a kid, like I remember like one of my parents voted for Bob Dole and the other one voted for Clinton, and it was fine. It wasn't like our house was divided.
I feel like that's what it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's turned into like a wrestling match now.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Who's the heel? Whose side you on? Now we got beef.
Yeah.
And just like the wrestling match, when you got older, you realize it was fake anyway.
It's all. I mean, yes, they all go to the same. They're all setting up in the same bunker for Doomsday. Don't worry, but like, it's still, it's just fucking annoying.
They're all at the same orgy.
Yeah, they're all the same orgy in the
all
bunker.
the same.
Yeah.
Sharing the same straw.
They're all humping the same face.
You ever been in the orgy?
That's for me to know and you to find out in a moment. Yes.
You have?
Well, not really an orgy, but a sexual situation involving more than two people.
Isn't that an orgy?
No.
Two people, a threesome, right?
Sometimes you just too many people show up at the same event.
So what's an orgy?
I think an orgy has to be more than 5.
Really?
And there has to
Is
be,
that true?
And there has to be.
I don't know.
There has to be a cellist.
So then, okay, there's a threesome, right? There's 3 people.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry. That's my fault. I gotta turn my phone off.
That's your orgy reminder?
That's my cocaine and face
I
on.
said bring sanitizer to the orgy.
But so what's 4 people? Is a threesome is a 4?
I think a threesome is a threesome, and then yes, when you add the 4th person, it becomes an orgy.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah.
But hey, go ahead. What you gonna say?
Do you need 2 guys to make it an orgy, though?
That's what I was gonna say. Cause if it's a 4th person, if all 3, if 3 dudes and 1 girl, is that still an orgy?
No, I don't think it matters.
That's what they call a train.
Yeah.
I also don't think it like if it's 4 dudes and they fuck each other, it's an orgy. It doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter.
If 4 dudes and they fuck each
Yeah,
other.
or 4 women they fuck each other.
Yeah, those are all orgies.
4 non-binary. 4 quaff gender, whatever. One of the 37 genders.
What's a
is.
quaff?
I don't know. I'm just
Is that the
speculating.
Q is that the Q in LBGQ?
Is it?
You said quaff.
I thought it stood for queer.
No, I thought it stands for
Oh,
queer.
queer. What's a quaff? I never heard of quaff.
It's a thing I just said.
Oh, you made it up.
Yeah, I made it up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have all the genders memorized, so I just threw it out there.
Sean was trying to riff and you ruined it.
I mean, it's up to in my
Like,
heart,
what is that? What is that you said?
in my head, I was gonna throw out a fake gender, and you guys were gonna jump on and be like, "Oh yeah, zest." I identify as a zester.
I had sex with a quaff.
Well, the last time you had sex, there was only 2 genders.
Sometimes there's a family of quaffs crossing the street, and then we can't. Traffic has to stop because you can't hit them.
No, you can't.
Oh yeah. You been in an orgy?
No.
Well, you've been in orgies.
No. You on medication? No.
Yep. That's a great.
Not in these times.
Yeah.
Not post quarantine.
Yeah, I'm good now, but you on medication? I discontinued. What if you say that though, and someone's like, "Yes, I'm on Zoloft, Lexapro."
I mean, it's a phrase I use. I mean, people that I mean, if the shoe fits, but still, no, I've not been in an orgy.
Wait, why is that? Why is that so outlandish for you? You're a handsome man. You're jacked. Got a huge rod.
I don't know about the
funny
handsome-
guy. You've world traveled.
I turned down a couple of.
There you go. Now we're fucking getting to it, baby.
I tell you what, I did turn down. There's three different dudes invite me to have sex with their wife.
Oh man, that's 3 opportunities.
Oh, that's like cucking situation.
Yeah, then three. I should say 3 white guys, but you already knew.
Were they all American?
They were all American.
That's interesting.
Is that in New York?
In New York City.
I feel like there's a lot of like. I feel like there's
maybe one. Oh, maybe there was one in Florida. Yeah, there was one in Florida that makes 4. No, but he was not aggressive as the ones in New York.
Yeah, you got to be aggressive in New York.
There was this one guy. He at this let me not say the name of the comedy club just in case, but he brought his son to the comedy club. His 10-year-old son. Because this comedy club treats the club like a restaurant. So you're allowed to bring your kids, but you have to be accompanied with the parent.
Cawthorn City Comedy Club.
His 10-year-old son was, and I was going, you know what I'm saying? I was doing the jokes that I joke, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The jokes that you do?
Yeah.
You doing your regular.
I ain't hold back because there's a 10-year-old kid there, you know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, you're actually, when I see you do material, you're not like this dirty comedian. You're very well thought out. I'm being very complimentary toward you right now.
Thank you. And so at the end of the show, this guy said, "Oh man, you was funny as hell, man. You was funny. Oh man, I was so wish my wife were here. You would love my wife. Not that your wife would love me. You would love my wife." Right. And then I picked up on that and he kept going on, "Man, she's fine, she's beautiful, you would love her." You know what I'm saying? And then he said, "Can I get a picture of you? My son loved you too." And then someone just standing there like just stone faced, like, "Yeah, you was funny." And then
you would love my mom.
He didn't say that. He took a picture of me and his son, and then he showed me a picture. "Look at that. Look at you and my son." And then he flipped to his wife. "Look, this is my wife." And she's in a negligee. That's with mad cleavage on. She said, "Yeah." And he bent in my ear.
I'm starting to believe that man's wife don't really exist.
And he bent in my ear and he goes, you should do her." And then, "Yeah, man," and like whispered that to me.
Oof.
And then he flipped 2 pictures of the family, the wife, the son, and then a bunch of pictures, and then more of just the wife, and then but not showing it to his son, just showing me. And he said, "Yeah, man, what you doing? What you doing after the show? You want to come by the hotel?" They're from out of town. They were staying at some hotel.
Was the son at the hotel too?
Dude, you think I asked these questions?
He was the cinematographer.
Did you think
he was the videographer?
I'm like, what the?
You think I was going like, "Yo, does he got a babysitter? Should we call him a babysitter?"
This is a family business.
You guys will hang out in the bathroom while this happens, right?
Yeah, I was like, nah, I gotta do another show.
How did the other offers go?
This guy was pretty aggressive though, cause he kept. I took down his number, cause I was like, I don't want to give out my number, but I took down your number, and then he kept hanging around. He tried calling his wife a couple of times, Jesus. And then finally he left. And then the other ones was that I could say this one outside of the Comedy Cellar, where the wife and the husband was there. And the wife was just filling up on me and stuff. I didn't know she was the wife. I just thought they were friends. The way she was flirting with me so hard, and then she said, "Ooh, honey, we should take this one back home with us." And I'm like, what am I, a bear? She said, "Ooh, yeah, tiger. You're like some corny shit."
You had an opportunity, Will.
To do what?
To go bang.
No, you crazy?
Apparently so.
I would because you know what? I'm nervous as shit. If I'm not,
I thought you were more of a curious soul.
Yeah, I thought you were more of a journeyer.
But even if I had that in me, but there's another thing in me. Like while I'm doing her, like he gonna pull out a gun or a knife or something and tie me up.
Nah, what you got to do is just go live real quick on your phone to let everybody know where you at, so that you safe.
Yeah,
hey guys,
that'll protect me.
I'm hanging here with them.
Yeah, you got to share your location with at least 3 comedians so that we know where you are at all times.
Yeah, that'll protect me.
Yeah.
Don't just go in there with your phone off.
I watch a lot of
resources.
I watch a lot of crime shows, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were so many comedian kidnapping in hotels.
No, there was only not comedian, but there was only one situation where there was
ransom.
For ransom.
That's what he said.
We got Will. Like, oh,
Yeah, Will. We want ransom.
we have Will.
You just the movie Ransom, the Mel Gibson film.
Bring us the wings from the olive tree.
All right, so no money. What about some plantains? Can you send us some plantains at least?
Send us some Mediterranean plate.
No, I can't bust your balls too much because the one and only time I was ever propositioned by a couple, I completely fucking chickened out.
What happened?
I was in a comedy, another club outside of the city. I don't know if I should say the name of the club. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a good club. I love doing it. I was there after a show. I got flanked by a couple, just one on the other side. Which flanked, meaning one on my right, one on my left.
That's what flank mean.
Flank. That's not specifically what flank mean. I think flank means go to the side of something.
I think it's like a steak.
Yeah, or yes, I've heard it used.
I thought it was like you stood me up. Yo, you flanked on me.
No one's ever said that.
Without
flaked is yes.
That's like without the N. Flake.
Yeah.
Oh, flake.
Yeah.
Oh, they changed it now.
Was it flank before?
I don't think it was ever flank. I think it was always flake.
Like you're a flaky person.
You're flaking.
Oh, okay.
You flake on the flank.
Like dandruff.
Yeah.
Flaky.
Right.
Like,
or dandruff flanks when it all falls on the side of your head. You know, that would actually make sense.
Yeah.
Grammatically.
You call dangerous flanks?
No. Well, if dandruff flanks, I feel.
Take your time.
You're flaking on the threesome story.
This is This is like I almost feel like you've shut my brain down by asking what flank was. Like I'm like I don't know how to answer this anymore. Flanking. They okay. So I'll rephrase.
Well, you made a flank and quaffs so far.
Flank
they
is
moved
not
in
flank,
from both sides.
Flank is not a made up word. Yeah, they moved in from both sides, which I found interesting.
The quaffs?
They quaffed me. Yes, they quaffed flank.
They
me.
cornered him.
Yeah, but I was at the bar, one on either side, and they introduced themselves at the same time. Like,
Hold on,
hi.
man, a woman, a girl,
Man and a woman, and I felt
white.
Yes, very white. Mm-hmm. Then I was like,
the palest.
oh hey, oh hi, and I found that weird that they were on either side. And then they're just buying me a lot of drinks, and then
And you was accepting them.
it would yes, yeah. It's after a show, you know. You're like sure, and I'm talking to other people, but they're kind of like staying there the whole time, and then it kind
They
of
got their eye on them pies.
if you call me a prize, then yes. And then they took like so he would go to the bathroom. And then she would just be up on my shit, just being like, "Hey, so there's this place nearby. We can go hang out. And this will probably give away the location of the club. It's a porn store that has private booths you can rent, and we like to go and just have fun." And I remember she said that first, and I was like, "Oh, interesting." And then right then and there, he came back, bought another round. We hung out, made some jokes, and then she left. And then he did it in a very like, "Hey man, I'm sure she probably told you about the thing, about the, we like to hang there. It's no big deal. It's nothing crazy. We just like to go hang out, have a good time. We'll pay for the room. It's no big deal, man, if you don't want to come. But if you want to come, she's hot as fuck. You know that, right?" And then she came back.
What she look like?
She was hot as fuck.
1 to 10.
Level 9.6.
Damn.
Insanely hot. She was
What was
insanely
he?
hot. But he himself was probably a 9 as well. They were that's why I didn't trust it. They
both
together
had nice jaw
were
lines.
way too
They were to kill
attractive
you.
to be
They were to
fucking
kill you.
slobbering all over me. Yeah, exactly.
They're cannibals.
They were gonna bring me into a room, beat the shit out of me, and
Oh, they're like, hey,
or
Start eating your arm.
or maybe they got a thing that they like to go around giving people that's 3 to 7s an opportunity to hang out with 9s and 10s.
Wow.
Like a Make-A-Wish.
I'll take
Like a Make-A-Wish.
I'll take it.
What do you
I'll
say
take it.
specifically, Sean?
I'd give my
To me, Sean is an 8 or 9, but in these guys' eyes,
Like they
Sean
looked at
is
each other, they're like, "We're gonna do this guy a favor."
I
And
mean,
you turned them down.
I mean, I had just gotten off stage, so I was probably an 11. Let's just
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, sorry. Knocked my headphones off with that electrocution of self.
I thought you had an orgasm.
You killed it. They came off stage. They were like, "He's almost as hot as us." After that,
I mean, that's me being cocky, but also going back. If I could go back, I would have done it.
You would done.
Just out of curiosity, just to see what they.
So hold on.
They wanted to take me. Okay, it's a club in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I won't say the name of it, but it's one of my favorite clubs in the world. It's a great club. But in the neighborhood, like 5 blocks away, there is a giant porn store where you can go in. I think it stays open
You
all
say
night.
porn store?
Porn store.
Store.
You said porn star. You know that, right?
No,
I didn't.
the porn store.
He
Porn
said porn
store.
star, though.
If porn
Hey,
store.
man, you have to talk clearly.
I'm sorry. Yes, the title's right there. Porn store, where you go in. I've never been in here, but I've heard about it. There's just booths you can rent for hours at a time. Groups go in there and masturbate together. I don't know, but this is what I've heard, and that's where they wanted to take me.
Right.
And I guess they wanted to watch porn and fucking see what happens. But if I could go back, I would have done it. But I was so.
But they were saying they wanted to rent a private room for just the three of y'all to kick it, or did they have other
Yes,
people with them?
Well, I don't know if they had. They could have had people in there waiting for me, or could have just been like, "Fuck
She
it."
was in the bathroom. Yeah,
Why couldn't they just say,
almost got
"Let's
him.
come to our house, or they'll go to your hotel, or something like that?
No. I would never like. But the manager gave me a look like a "Are you all right?" look at a certain point, because it was clear it was on my face. Like, okay, this is starting to get strange. So I asked him. I was like, "Hey, do I need to settle up with you?" And it was like a Thursday, so it was like, "Oh, the weekend's not over." So that means like code for, "Oh yeah, come back with me." And he took me in the office. He's like, "What's
So
going on?"
it's like how girls save each other. Hey, I need to talk to my girlfriend for a second because she left her shoe.
It's like, oh, I got a phone call, and it said, "Homegirl, how's the day going?"
Yeah. But it was that was the only time. If I go back, I'd see. Out of curiosity, see where it led.
Right. But what? So yeah.
Yeah, curiosity.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I have a story to tell. More curiosity or to have a story to tell?
I mean, both, but those feed each other.
I mean, the curiosity is what comes first and natural, but then the story to tell that comes after. If it's that type of time, I guess sometimes it can be pretty whack. And like,
exactly.
I don't talk about this shit.
And then if anyone came at all, maybe it's a story I would never tell. You know what I mean? Maybe I have multiple orgy stories that went well, but I don't kiss and tell.
I think you do.
Yeah,
Origin tell.
I'm pretty positive.
Or he said orgy and tell.
You know, origin tell. All right.
Orgy.
Gentlemen.
I've never heard it used as a verb before, but now I think that should go in there. Yo, man, I'm going to do some origin tonight.
Thursdays are for orge.
Hold on.
Where's Napoleon? He's probably origin somewhere.
Orgy is a noun?
An orgy is a noun, yes.
But I thought it was something that you do.
It is a place. It is a thing, I guess.
Orgy is a place too? It's not a place.
Is that orgy, if there's a specific place, like where he's talking about like a porn store,
Yeah.
where they do that, then that's like an orgy place.
Yeah.
Orgy's a place of mind.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ooh, like a state of mind.
Shit.
I guess you could even use it as an adjective.
And there's also the orgy fish.
There's an orgy fish?
Yeah.
What if group chats were really just orgies of conversation?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know the phrase intercourse? That's actually not in sexual in nature. Like sexual intercourse, you can say intercourse about things that have nothing to do with sex.
Oh, for real?
Like you could say, like, "Oh, I'm mixing butter and garlic together until there's an intercourse."
Yeah, but if
right.
somebody said that, though, people be like, "Whoa, this is
weird.
this is dirty." This is
Yeah, but
dirty.
I had heard people say I'm having intercourse.
You've had people say that to you in the.
Or maybe-
Will, excuse me, I'm having intercourse here.
Oh,
Like when
okay,
people,
okay.
I've heard people say things like, "I have to lubricate this
Yeah.
tire, this." Like,
Okay. In all honesty,
People say I have to suck this venom, this bite off.
Okay, in all honesty,
gotta blow this guy.
I said, I'm having intercourse. Or I'm going to have intercourse. I didn't think I needed the sexual. I thought intercourse was a
I
given.
mean, if you say it in that context, I'm going to go have intercourse. I'm like, I hope you're having sex.
Wait,
Oh,
yeah.
you're not just putting yourself inside of butter.
I'm gonna go intercourse with this. Have intercourse with this crowd, which technically
He's
you
like, I
do.
want to intercourse this flour and
Yeah.
So wait, what does intercourse mean by itself?
It means to combine, mix two things
Oh
into one.
shit!
Yeah.
So can I say I want to intercourse my penis with your vagina?
yes, I mean that's mostly what it's used for.
Well, as you've learned, you can say whatever you want. In any way you want. The rules do not apply to all of us. But yes, you can. Hey, I'm going to intercourse my penis into your vagina. Wait a second.
Yo,
I want to go back to something
She'd be
you
like,
said
she'd
earlier.
try to be like, maybe trim the fat on that. Just less words.
I'd like to fuck.
you want to go back to
Better.
what?
No, you said earlier that you've said I'm having intercourse but you weren't talking about sex. Or did I mishear?
No. I thought intercourse meant only sex, but now that you freaking open my mind. They always put sexual intercourse before intercourse.
Yes, I think the most popular use of the word intercourse is sexual intercourse, but it doesn't have to only be sex.
Just like flaccid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I only heard it for a dick. You never heard flaccid. Yo, that jacket is flaccid on you.
Right. It is. And the jacket is flaccid.
Like a grocery bag, a plastic bag. That's flaccid.
Yeah.
You know?
Her titties is flaccid.
A building is erect.
A building is erect.
A building is erect.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even say that but you never hear like, look at that building has an erect boner. That's a bone. What a boner of a building. You never hear that.
Oh, you never heard? Look at that.
That building's hard as hell.
Look at that.
Wait. What about? Can you say? Look at the veins on that building.
No.
I mean,
No.
If but then again, if there was like a building that was
If it was like next to a bunch of
it got
trees and like it's like that
Actually,
type of tree.
If the toilet pipes on the outside of the building, it looked like a vein.
I mean,
No, but I'm
be
thinking about
great-
vines actually. Never mind. So
Or actually, when you see those hotels that have the outdoor elevator on the outside, it does look like a dick vein.
A veiny
Like,
building.
The bottom dick vein of a dick.
Yeah.
it looks like more like a stream because it goes straight.
Yeah, there you go. Man, what the fuck?
Yo, I've been into an orange and it ejaculated in my face.
Did you guys see this this whole thing where they were talking about jokingly moving the veins off Snickers?
Oh yeah.
That was insane. That caused an uproar.
Wait, moving the veins?
They were going to remove they showed a picture of the
Max,
Snickers and
Max,
it didn't have
put it
any
up on the
veins
screen.
on it. But I think it was just ice cream Snickers.
Wait, what do you mean veins?
see how-
Okay. I was like, man, have I not been eating Snickers this whole time?
Yeah.
Look how veiny that Snickers look.
Yeah, but click the first
Look
one.
at that one right there in the middle.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that one. That'll make you never want to. That's a. Whose fucking Snickers is that?
People just sending Snickers.
I mean, that's also just that's how chocolate pours before it dries, I'd say.
So yeah.
Yeah, is that it? There's gonna be a
You
crusade.
said they're gonna remove it. You said.
I like how they did it in the
Hold on.
middle.
Napoleon he's mesmerized. Look at his face.
I love Snickers.
Yeah, that doesn't look like
Oh,
veins
you love
to me at all.
Oh, you love black cocks.
Listen,
I mean,
I own one.
Yeah.
So
So wait, what do you mean? What do you mean they're gonna remove the vein?
the one in the first picture, he didn't click the first one.
Oh, go back to it,
What
Max.
was what was circling around.
The first one.
The first picture up there.
All the way to the left?
Snickers removed
Top
the
left.
the Snickers.
Top
removed
left.
the-
That
all the way to the left.
No,
all the way.
Oh, this one
No,
right here?
yeah,
the one that he has
Oh, yeah.
highlighted right here.
right there.
Yeah.
And that just looked like an ice cream bar.
But I think that's what I was thinking. I was like, I think that's an ice cream bar. But somebody posted it and they were like, oh, they're taking the veins out of Snickers. I'm like, that don't count. So it took a really fat person like myself to be like, that's not what you guys think it is. I was like, don't worry, relax.
I don't know. I'm kind of used to
Thanks,
a
brother.
veiny Snickers.
Yeah.
I ain't gay or nothing, but I'm just you
has
you get
nothing to
used to
do.
something and you realize there's something else.
Shit like this makes me side with Thanos. Like seriously, where it's like, really? That's where people's minds are going. Like for the good of society, we need to remove the veins from a sticker. It's not veins; it's chocolate overlay.
Nobody wanted to move them. They just thought that it happened. So somebody posted.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
so,
Now I have
so people were like, put the veins back.
put the veins back.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I
just
take
not-
it back.
was
So
just
someone
I side with the
someone
Avengers
snapped their fingers and the veins got removed.
Well, no, that was the
From
ice cream. That was the
half the
ice cream
Snickers.
Snickers. The ice cream Snickers. I don't think has.
I was joking.
Okay, all right. I was just trying to help.
That's a good.
But I want to bring something else back earlier.
what?
How they let you know it's NC-17 because they didn't want kids to see all this nudity. But then kids grow up looking at sucking their mama titty,
Talking about porn?
But that's not sexual.
huh?
What are you talking about?
I mean, sucking your mom.
about feeding
Wait, Will.
versus-
You realize we were being fed when we were.
No. I'm talking about in movies when the girl is just walking with her titties out, just walking. That's not sexual neither. A girl walking with her titties out, how's that sexual?
You're right. I'm gonna give you that. I mean,
No.
but
I mean,
usually
in the society they over sexualize it, so it's kind of hard pressed to say that it's not at this point.
Right?
It shouldn't be.
It should not be. No,
Right,
but
it
it,
should not be. And then the whole thing about let me tell you something. For a long time, I used to say, why is a man's nipples could be shown, but a woman's nipples can't be shown?
Because
I'm like,
nobody
and I used to think it's
from
because
them.
milk comes out of those. Is that why?
I mean, then they couldn't show cows neither. Technically, if that was
Yeah,
the ration-
but
I would love if we lived in a world where that was the rationale. Like, nothing that milk comes out of. No cows. No cereal eating.
They blur milk container, top of milk containers.
The milkman's just cut out of everything. What the milkman? None of us were. No one in this.
They just have it pixelated. Just,
Yeah.
see the bucket getting drained. But we can't show you this.
But why did it so? But it's mostly religion, right?
A lot of things are mostly religion. I mean,
Yeah, it's usually that
Like they say,
and religion is just
umbrella.
mind control.
They say separate state and religion, but
church and
Absolutely.
state.
church and state. But look at abortion, right? That's called a religion, right?
I think so, mainly. Yeah, I think it's.
But I heard something else.
What?
Y'all ready for this?
What?
Go
You
ahead.
ready? You ready?
Everyone's ready.
I'm excited.
They said the main reason why they want to stop abortion is because there's not enough white people are being made. White people inventory is low. So they want to, and Mexicans, black people, and other non-whites, they fucking, and they don't give a damn and reproducing. But whites been like, slowing down, and whites are really going low. You know what I'm saying?
They're not having kids.
They're not having.
I mean, I'm glad y'all got black conspiracy theorists too, then, because that's fucking ridiculous.
A white person said this.
I don't know. A
yeah.
couple years ago, there'd probably be more white guys in this room than there is now. I think that Will's on this.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
it was.
I don't think that's
This the most black this room ever been.
That's right.
Congrats. I mean, well, it's only. What are you talking about? It's 3-2.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's right. We could take
It's
y'all.
still the most. It's still the most. It's still the most. You know how math works?
That's right.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yes, I do. I do know that. I do. It turns out I do. Yeah.
If you two stop having kids and we keep having kids,
Yeah. Oh, I guess. What are we gonna do? You know?
all the podcasts are going to be black in a couple years.
Oh man.
Yo, let's do some news real quick. We're gonna do NOC. You know what NOC news stands for?
I don't
You
know.
wanna take a guess?
NOC,
Yeah.
Now of
not
Country?
on something with the C.
Sean, you wanna take a guess?
nation of.
No one cares.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
News. Damani, read the news.
Yeah, which article are you talking about?
Just pull out
Like
the
that,
news.
he don't care either. I love this.
Yeah.
So what are you even talking about? Though?
Yeah. Oh, I've been on TikTok this whole time.
We already talked about that. He's gonna read it, and now he don't know what the hell we're talking about.
No, abortion's because of fucking religion. I think that's why.
Is it about religion?
I think it's all an umbrella for it. It's like religion, but
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably more to it than just. But you're not allowed to.
It's also keeping people poor.
How?
Because if two 17-year-olds bang and have a kid, then they
They
both.
can afford it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But they
And
both.
then that kid.
You can't just have wealthy people having kids.
But hold up,
Kids
you
that
make a
wanna
good
fight in the
point.
Military.
He makes a good point. Not only is keeping those two people poor, but now there's more people to give money to the people that makes money.
That kid will probably grow up, join the army.
That makes sense?
List, all
I mean, it's a lot of shit. It's
Does that make
yes,
sense?
it's about keeping.
Because let's say Amazon. Right? Let's use the Amazon example. You two, your girl, he's a guy. You two are giving money, but now you two have a baby. Now that baby gets an account from Amazon. Now I'm getting paid from 3 of y'all.
We could be two guys with a baby.
or two guys, or we have a baby, we can't afford to, or we don't have time to go out and shop for the baby, so we order
Yeah, but-
everything from Amazon.
But what's
I mean,
the
that's-
chances the two people adopt a baby that they can't afford?
Probably extremely low, Will. Yes, good point.
But one of them has a baby and then finds a new life partner, and then now that person has adopted that baby.
Well, that baby, but it doesn't go to my point. I'm trying to say that these two poor people have a baby.
That's right.
I mean, that shit. Either way, that shit's fucking psycho. Like Louisiana right now is trying to say
Poor
IUD
people with babies usually have a Fire Stick. So
Yeah.
wait, you mean like buying stuff
Or a
off
Roku.
Amazon? Or
Yeah.
just
Hold on. Would you
for the
say
streaming service?
Louisiana what?
Louisiana's trying to pass a law that makes IUDs considered a murder.
Really?
Murder weapon.
You serious?
Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. It's like I know it's like not
Wait.
hip to or not comedian. Don't defend women. I mean, I'm not saying comedians don't defend women, but I know it's like getting on stage and being like, "Hey, this shit's kind of fucked up right now."
Hold
and
on.
making jokes about it.
Hold on.
Let me finish. Is that it is actually very fucked up. What's actually happening right now in regards to like Roe versus Wade being overturned and like it's actually fucking insane.
Hold on,
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick.
Going on.
For
It's like
many
legit insane.
for the thousands and thousands of listeners.
Conversation you think that would be over by now.
Hold on a second.
It was over 50 years.
Hold on a second. For the thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners that listen right now, the hundreds and thousands of listeners listening right now, not me,
Right.
because I know, but for the listeners that are listening, explain to them how IUD works, because I know. Well, go ahead.
An IUD?
Yeah.
It's a padlock that gets put on the gate in front of a woman's uterus.
A little
Or
fairy
ovaries, not uterus.
flies up into a woman's vagina.
and just says no. I mean, I don't.
She sits up there warning off the semen.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little interuterine distraction. It's a little cartoon.
Isn't it like a metal
character.
thing inside her vagina?
Yes, it's like a clip.
Yeah.
That sprays the semen with Lysol.
Yes, exactly. It's that. Exactly.
What makes it controversial is that I think it starts acting after fertilization has occurred. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's their argument with it. If you believe that life begins at fertilization, then anything subsequent to that would be killing life, right? So that would be why an IUD would become controversial. Like a condom prevents the sperm from hitting the egg. So that's like that's before fertilization, obviously. So that's not seen as like a murder thing, even though Catholics have their own.
What if they come out with IUD plus?
What?
It starts the fertilization. That's the plus part.
What?
They invent a thing called IUD plus.
Yeah. And it does what again?
It starts the fertilization part.
That would just be a condom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That would, or just contraceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking psycho, dude.
How come they don't stop contraceptives? Because that destroys a woman's body a
They're
lot.
doing that. They're trying to do that. That's part of it.
Are they doing that too?
I mean,
the pill?
like, why is there so much like
'Cause the pill-
energy of people caring about what somebody else does with their choices? And that's the
Because
problem.
that's because control.
What did the pill do? What did the pill do? It kills the egg?
I don't know exactly. I don't think so.
I think the pill it makes your body think that you're
Makes you think you're
pregnant.
pregnant. Yeah.
so that you can't
Get pregnant.
get
Right.
pregnant. Yeah.
But there's been cases where people got pregnant after they got pregnant.
Excuse me.
There's been cases where
Someone who
Max, look it up. There's been cases where people got pregnant after they got pregnant.
Like they got
pregnant and then they got pregnant. Yeah, did you hear the story? Of
Wait. I want to make sure someone was pregnant.
Yes,
And
then
while they were still pregnant-
got pregnant again.
got pregnant again.
while still pregnant before.
so their pregnancies overlapped.
Yeah, yo, hold up, Hammer. This lady had a baby by a white guy and a black guy.
That's not pregnancy overlapping.
What? What?
That's just back-to-back babies.
No.
Irish
She
twins.
had two babies inside her by two different semens.
Wait. She was pregnant with like twins.
No,
but they
not
both had
twins.
different
Not
dads.
twins, Hammer.
It
She
would
got
be like
pregnant,
twins, but different.
and then she went and had sex with another person, and that person got her pregnant. As,
I heard that. I read that story,
mean,
but was it true?
Yeah.
I thought that was just like fake.
There's also women who in their old age end up shitting out of their vagina sometimes. It happens.
I never heard of that shit.
Do you guys think maybe we should have at least one woman in the room to discuss these topics?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is there a woman around?
Yeah.
Well, I guess no.
Yeah.
We should just keep going then.
I mean, wait. What is it possible to get? Wait. What was the headline? Is it possible to get pregnant once you're already pregnant? Oh shit! Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's how
possible.
it happens.
I
See,
would think it's like how you can have twins. Like some twins are like the egg splits, but some twins are two different fertilized eggs. So if two eggs can get
What'd that
fertilized
say?
independently, then you can have
Yeah.
two.
huh? What that
Well, that's
say?
USA Today, though. Come on, I fucking.
It's identical.
But it says woman gives birth.
I mean, they also had it on the screen.
That's it on the screen.
The same one?
Yeah, that was the same story.
Yeah.
Unless there's multiple stories.
But again, the point is about your point about the pill thinking you're pregnant and then you get pregnant.
Yeah. They should.
Is that the 99? Is that the 0.1% they said is not? You remember how they said the pill is 99.9% effective?
I guess that 0.001%.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a birth control pill for men that makes you think you already nutted.
So you walk around feeling like,
Yeah, exactly. So you just. I wish men had a finite amount of sperm. Like you knew it was like you have 200 nuts in your life,
and you
just get rid of them.
There'll be a lot of less jerking off. What
happens when you finish the last one? You just die.
No, you just don't ejaculate. You come, but you don't ejaculate anymore.
You just blanks.
Or a lot more jerking off, being like, "Oh, really? I could just get rid of all this."
Yeah,
I'd have been sterile by 16.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
You know?
There's the X amount of sperm you got left.
Yeah,
200 is a very low number.
Yeah,
but then it's like that. Yeah,
you think about days, 365 days in the year.
2,000. Let's
right?
go 2,000.
365 days in the year, right?
I'm gonna say 20,000.
Hold up,
20,000
at the lowest.
Hold up, Hammer. Let's do the math a little bit. There's 365 days in a year, right?
That's right.
How many times you masturbate in a month or a year?
It depends on what year of my life it was.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking pandemic. We're talking.
Let's say from 18 to 25.
18 to 25. Okay.
I'll tell you right now.
How many times have I? I don't know. I have no idea.
I was smashing myself.
Countless.
I was smashing myself at least 3 times a day.
At one point, I had a lot of roommates, so it was very few and far between.
Yeah.
So that was a thing.
3 times a day for me.
When I was like 16, I gave up jerking off for Lent one year.
For not a year, for like 2-3 months. That's not a year.
But for Lent, Catholic Lent, on Sundays you can do the thing that you gave up. I just go to. That was like all day.
You didn't go all day.
I was 16. All day.
Well, it's it's one of those things. It's like you can look at it as a big thing, like, oh, I'm not going to jerk off for X amount of days. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to jerk off this hour.
Yeah.
Or the next hour. I'm not going to jerk off this hour either. And
hey, let me ask both of y'all a question, right?
What?
Listen to the 4 things: the pumping, the about to come, the coming, and you came. Which is the best part?
No, wait. Can you repeat that, Will?
Sleep. The sleep after.
When she leaves afterwards.
The sleep after.
Yeah.
The knockout.
Hold up, Hammer. Let me just repeat it. The pumping, the about to come, the coming, and came. They don't sleep. Just as soon as you come, that moment, as soon as you come, like,
What if you immediately fall asleep?
All right, hold up. Let me do this. The pumping. That's the pumping.
Right.
The about to come. That's about to come, and like, that's the coming, and the came. Which is the best part?
I mean, for me, it's clearly the pumping. I only jerk off I only enjoy that first few minutes.
So, I mean,
when I come,
like
it
having
sucks.
sex not to come, I guess that could be like a fun part. But I feel like the whole purpose is to like come.
So, no, what part do you enjoy the most?
Probably coming.
The coming.
Yeah. That part's that's the purpose. That's right.
This show should be called Rhetorical Questions with Will Sylvans. What's your favorite part of eating? Standing in line to order, ordering, paying for it, or actually eating the food? What's your favorite part?
Seeing if it's right, biting it, chewing.
What's
Actually,
or the poop after.
Question along those lines though, like if you guys buy a sandwich and it's cut in half, do you eat the bigger half first?
Hey, Noam, how you doing?
First,
let's ask Noam the question.
Oh, hey, no.
What's it called, about abortion?
No. Give him that microphone real quick. What's the part you like the most? The pumping, the about to come, the coming, or after you came?
The pumping?
Yeah, the pumping, like, the about to come, like, oh shit, the coming, all came.
Well, it's definitely not the last one.
Yeah, right. That's what I said.
It's definitely not the pumping. It's either the about to come, which you want to hold that out as long as you can, right?
Yes.
But then if you could only have one or the other,
Right?
you'd probably want to come. You'd be frustrated. So I don't know. Well, it kind of is like abortion. It's hard to draw an arbitrary line.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, Noam.
Noam Dorman. Good to see you, bud. See you in a few hours.
What'd you say?
I said the comment already.
What'd you
answered.
say?
I said, hold on. I eat the large half of the sandwich first, Damani.
Thank you, Sean.
Oh, about the sandwich. Oh.
Wait, what did Damani say?
coming.
That's a good question.
What did he say? I missed
If you
what-
buy a sandwich, they cut it in half. Do you eat the big half first or the little half first? And
You know what I do? If I,
Ooh.
I feel like when I buy a sandwich and they cut in half, they never always cut it completely in half. So whichever part rips and has like a piece missing, I'll eat that part. I'll eat that one first.
Yeah. You need your...
I normally eat the small part first.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a, you know what I'm saying?
So you could-
Because I feel like that I used to think if I say the smaller one for last, I'm teasing myself. That's
yeah.
it.
I mean, it's a whole sandwich altogether. It's not like
I mean, it's a mind
you
game.
separate both experiences from each half of the sandwich.
I mean, no one treats their kids equally deep down inside.
So like, when you eat that second half, you're like, I remember when this was a bigger side of the sandwich, and like reminisce on that.
You ever ate a sandwich? You ever ate two halves of a sandwich and they both taste different? Like, yo, what the hell?
Never,
No.
never. Unless I traded a half a sandwich with someone else.
No,
Yeah.
like you ate one and then you ate the other one. Like, this don't taste like the other one.
Never happened to me in my... there's very few things.
Get checked out if that happens.
Yeah.
That happened to me a couple of times.
Have you ever been eating a sandwich and then the second half of it tastes like burnt toast or smell like oranges? Because you were probably having a stroke at that point.
Burnt toast.
Who put citrus on this sandwich?
You've eaten a sandwich, and we're like, that was a good, let's say a turkey sandwich. Half of it, you're like, delicious.
Vegan turkey, go ahead.
Okay, you've eaten a veggie sandwich, and then you go from the second. Oh wait, that explains it. Vegan food.
What?
Vegan foods taste like dog shit. most of the time anyway, so.
I don't mess with those fake meats. I think
Impossible Burger for you?
vegetarian and I don't mess with Impossible. That's all like chemicals.
I thought the point was not to put chemicals in that.
Yeah.
I thought it was
You
all
think,
like.
so you gonna tell me you had the Impossible Burger? Yes, or no.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Okay, and it tastes like meat, right?
Not really. I mean, I get
More or
what you're
less.
doing. I get
It's
what
all-
you're
Okay,
doing.
so
It's
you
got a
gonna
meat
tell
texture.
me they got
Yeah.
some kind of plant-based thing that tastes like meat?
Well, they use a lot of like beans and stuff. I mean, listen, I don't know how it's made.
They put a lot of chemicals in there to make it taste like meat.
Well,
It's
you know
made
what?
in the lab.
You know what? So it's not quite as healthy as a vegan. It's not a vegan option, is what you're saying.
I don't mess with. I don't like to say vegan. I don't like to say I'm a vegan. I like to say I'm more plant based. But
Okay.
even with plant based, they took that word and made it not plant based.
But you eat like, but black bean burger. That's not, that's
I deal with
that's
that.
a separate. That's obviously
Yeah.
not possible.
Black bean burger is good,
Yeah.
but it's when they take, hey, taste our ribs or taste our. It tastes just like chicken wings. It tastes just like
I've never had a black bean burger, but you've had one.
yes,
And have you had a real burger? Have you ever ate meat before?
yeah.
So they always look appetizing. Does it taste like meat?
The black bean burger?
Yeah.
No,
No. Was it? It's just
it tastes like beans.
okay.
It-
It's enjoyable though.
It's very enjoyable. Yes.
Okay.
I wish they would name Impossible Burgers different, like name them after dinosaurs. Or like soy chicken wings, but nah, it's pterodactyl wings.
I like that.
You know,
I
just
feel like if you're trying not to eat meat, stop eating stuff that imitates it. 'Cause you're
Exactly.
gonna keep yourself on the
go
drug.
eat broccoli.
Speaking of dinosaurs, they trying to bring the elephant back, the grandpa elephant.
The Willie Mammoth.
The woolly mammoth.
You heard about that?
The grandpa elephant?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Wait, they're trying to bring
The
it
OG
back?
elephant back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard about it?
No, I have not.
Max, tell them real quick.
Just they're trying to change the genes of elephants to bring back woolly mammoth. They're trying to bring woolly mammoths back from extinction.
That might be a terrible mistake.
They basically putting MSG in elephants' food.
Christ. Bring back the woolly
so
mammoth.
what's
The benefit of it is supposedly it's going to help climate change because the way wherever they lived in the Russian Arctic, if they have woolly mammoths there and they're keeping the permafrost down, then the Earth cools a lot. The Earth heats up a lot slower. But maybe it's kind of convoluted, but it's to help with climate change, supposedly.
Look at that.
And then they'll turn on us.
Yeah, and then
You think gonna turn on us?
No, man, I just watch a lot of movies.
I thought you were going to say because there's something in their DNA that helps smooth the veins out of Snickers.
That do not look like a woolly mammoth.
That doesn't. I mean,
What is this? It looks like an elephant that's dead. It's kind of.
that looks like junky Dumbo. Like Dumbo was shooting smack into his trunk.
Only one ear flaps.
Yeah.
Now this is the woolly. This is the why they call it the woolly mammoth. What's the woolly part?
Woolly,
Because his hair.
because covered in wool.
Oh,
You thought it was called a willy mammoth?
are you serious?
He's like, why was I named after this mammoth?
Wait, why not the woolly elephant then? Why not the woolly elephant?
Because they're not covered in
Because
wool.
back then they didn't know to call themselves elephants.
I'm
That's
saying,
more of a
why not call the
current
mammoth the
situation.
woolly elephant? Why they call it the mammoth and not an elephant?
Well, I gotta.
Why they don't call it a terror bird?
Yeah. I gotta admit something to you. Will.
Yeah.
It's
What?
something that's
It's a pterodactyl.
something I often take joy in witnessing is when you mispronounce something and someone corrects you. But in this situation, I'm sad we corrected you. I wish you would have lived out the rest of your days calling it a willy mammoth.
Thinking it was a namesake?
A willy mammoth.
Look how the woolly mammoth got regular eyes. Look how, and then the elephant that got sad eyes.
Man, if they ever did like a country singer.
They're depressed because of climate change, the elephant.
Yeah.
Nah,
Man
he was
doesn't understand
he was
what's
covered
coming,
in that
which is an
fur
asteroid.
because the earth was colder back then, right?
I believe so, yeah.
But look at those tusks. Those tusks are made for attacking.
Yeah, but elephant has tusks too.
That
Though.
is true.
Now I just think.
So
of
what they're
like
going to do is create these mammoths. People are going to go out
Yeah.
and shoot these mammoths for their
Oh, to get
tusks
their mammoth tusks, yeah. To get their mammoth tusk jewelry.
because we can't help ourselves.
We cannot.
Right, we're destined to destroy ourselves.
Do you
It's in our
think
DNA.
if people start going tusk out their face, you think people gonna shoot them for their tusk?
Yes. People start going tusk.
I mean, don't we all grow tusks? Isn't what teeth is?
Technically, our
No,
Little
out
tiny
your
tusk.
face though, out your face, like an elephant or the woolly mammoth.
If you ever see some people, their teeth does grow outward of their face.
Yeah.
Places where they're not big.
You talking
or
about
dental.
people with what you call that, with the front, the top part sticks out.
Somewhere out there is a guy with.
What?
Overbite?
Buck teeth.
Yeah.
Buck teeth.
overbite, underbite.
Yep, all of that.
Those are just human woolly mammoths.
Yeah, there's a kid named William. They call him Willie Mammoth.
He's
Willie
if he's
Man-mouth?
if he's Italian,
Willie Manmouth?
if he's Italian, or if he's what's the race that's very hairy?
Don't put that on me, dude. Don't.
What are you, Sean?
Yeah, don't put that shit on me. If I'm the minority in this room, I don't have to say what race is.
Are you
very
trying to
hairy.
say Greeks?
Greeks, they're very hairy
there you
people.
go.
So Greeks start going. They could be the
Mediterranean.
woolly mammoths of people.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's a possibility. Willie Mammoth.
I mean, you both look like hairy gentlemen.
Yeah, we woolly mammoths.
I'm only hairy from the neck up and the waist down.
Okay.
I'm surprisingly
Just-
smooth on the torso.
You don't shave your pubes.
Yeah.
You don't shave your pubes.
Plarming? Yes, I do plarm.
You do? I don't. I'll let my shit grow
What's
out.
plarming? What's that?
That's like grooming your pubic area,
Okay, like you brush it.
like a plarm.
No. He cuts it.
I trim,
Wait,
Oh, you trim it.
I trim it.
Wait. You brush your pubes?
No, I thought that's what he was saying.
You brush your pubes?
before I trim them. Yes.
They say that's a good way to stop yourself from getting ingrowns, just to brush.
I don't get. Hey, wait. Why would you get ingrown if you don't cut it?
Exactly.
I don't. Yeah, man.
I mean, but hair grows. It still happens. People
Yeah.
are prone to
I
it.
ain't got no ingrowns.
All right.
I look like a woolly mammoth.
That was a lot of insecurity behind that statement. Will, do you have like?
So the
Nothing but
carpet
ingrowns?
matches the drapes.
Yeah.
The beard, the puke. All right.
Yeah. If you're in a relationship, you have to trim your fucking pubes.
Hey, what time we at, Max?
We're at just over an hour.
Oh shit, we gotta go.
Okay.
Oh wait. Do you want to do? We got time for the news or not? Okay, no, we don't.
Oh, I really want to hear the news.
What was the news? No one cares.
No one cares.
All right. Well, I guess no one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares about the news.
Now, you know what? I do love that. We kept it true.
Yeah, we didn't.
We don't give a fuck
We
about
didn't
that.
need segments. We had Will talking about intercourse.
Yeah. That's the show.
I'll do a news teaser for the next episode.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Boy born with 2 penises has the larger one chopped off by doctors.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I mean, I feel like that was a choice the doctor made to be like, do we want this guy to just have his
No,
life
that sounds like a hate
handed
ass
to
move
him?
from that doctor. Doctor was hating hard. He was like, this one.
Or
This one
we
will-
chop off the small dick, he just becomes a male model, dumbass,
Or
gets old one day, probably sexually harasses, or cut the big one off, let him be a scientist.
the doctor cut off the big one and kept it for himself, and did the dick transplant on himself.
I mean,
it's still a boy.
Still a
I'm pretty
baby.
Sure it's not,
He'll go into that.
it's not a man.
He'll go into that dick.
yeah.
Like I said, it's only that doctor was a hater. And he ruined that kid's
Yeah.
prospects.
Now that baby gonna have an elephant dick and not a woolly mammoth dick.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
too soon?
Yeah. Also, we don't know the size of the dicks. The larger one might
Well,
have been 18
the
inches.
mammoth one has more
and
girth.
the smaller one might have been
and
feet and a
has
half.
veins. The
Right.
elephant one is longer. It drags, but it's like it's slimmer.
Will, can you imagine a world where people start growing tusks out their dicks, man?
Woof.
Or then your dick will look like your.
We won't be able to wear pants after that.
Imagine how many people. You got some dick tusk?
As a matter of fact, your tucks will determine the size of your dick. The bigger the tucks, the smaller the dick.
The tusk?
You just want to see people have antlers out of their groins just growing out.
I definitely do not want to see it, but it would be interesting to know it existed.
You think about you know. That's what I'm visualizing.
Yeah, just antler cock.
How we do pants after that?
You tell me how we do.
That's the end of pants.
Man will just wear dresses. You know those big ass dresses women used to wear that shape like a.
So our dicks will be protected by a cage of just
Or there's
just
pants
bone
where the
outside body bone.
But it makes sense because the body trying to protect the balls, right?
We won't be able to.
Those
We won't be
tucks-
able to procreate. We'd have to jerk off and then give it to someone.
yeah,
Those tucks will protect the balls from getting smashed.
yeah. There you go. See the nature's jockstrap.
Yeah.
People will be shaving it down like Hellboy.
There it is. Yeah.
Well, that's our show, man. I'm Will Sylvans.
I'm Sean Patton.
Napoleon Emill.
Is that your real name, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
I know it is.
I
but
don't know why I said yes.
Why your mom's name you Napoleon? Is the story behind that?
I'm named after my dad.
Your dad's name Napoleon?
Yeah.
The one that the ruler?
Yes. That's my dad.
No. Your dad's name was Napoleon.
Yes.
So why you not Napoleon Jr.?
I am.
Oh, you
I'm
never.
the second, not Junior.
Why the second?
Because he didn't want me to be nicknamed Junebug. He's like, that might make a pretty bad kid. So
For real?
juniors usually get, sometimes named Junebug, nicknamed Junebug. So,
So
my parents from the projects, they're like, we seen this play out before. We not.
So Napoleon. So you never say Napoleon 2,
No,
like the sequel.
no,
Why?
because I'm Napoleon Emill.
Yeah, but why you dropped your parents' name Napoleon 2, Emil?
The second, and
The
it's
second.
and it's just my first and middle name. It's not my last name.
Wait, what?
Napoleon Emill is my first and middle name.
First and middle name.
Yes.
Oh, what's your last name?
My last name is Crudup.
Crudup.
Yeah,
What the hell?
like Billy Crudup, the actor.
Oh, I thought like crewed up. Yo, you crewed that up.
Yeah.
Like you fucked that up?
No, I don't know what Crudup.
Oh, they changed it.
No, it's the same. I just go by Napoleon Emill on stage.
Yeah. Patton's my middle name too. That's not my real last name.
What's your last name?
Sanchez.
Is it?
No, it's not. But I understand if you want to. Napoleon. So I get using your middle name because you start out and you're just like, I don't want anybody to know I'm doing this yet, and then you get good and you're like, well, fuck it.
Oh, that's why you did it?
I mean, not necessarily. I wasn't like trying to hide from it, but I don't know. I just felt like I've never really ever used my middle name.
When I first met him,
Thank you
when
for asking the question.
when he told me his name, in my head, I'm like, that's a cool ass name.
It is.
I'm like, so I thought you was a rapper before, right? I'm like, oh, he was a rapper, and now he's a comedian. Because rappers be taking I'm
still spit.
I'm Capone, or I'm they'll take a name that's you know what I'm saying. And
Yo, Capone, I died
Like
of syphilis.
like Irv Gotti.
Napoleon was one of the illest rulers. I'm like, oh, this he's killing on the scene.
Oh, like a Noriega.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see that, like a Irv Gotti.
Yeah, I'm like, never heard nobody take Napoleon.
Well, that's my real name.
That's his actual name.
So, you know, I get to just carry that.
So you ain't killing shit.
Oh, I'm killing shit.
Killing stages.
I have to.
There you go. All right, man.
Napoleon Crudup.
Napoleon Crudup.
Crewed up.
Yes.
Napoleon Emill crewed up.
The second.
The second. Junior.
This will work as my Rothaniel episode.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Later.